Okay. Hello friend, so today we are going to discuss a question from JEE Advanced 2019, and actually we collect the question from the vector and 3D geometry chapter. Okay, so what is the question? Here three line given, L1, L2, L3, and this line given as a vector format. For which point Q on line L2 can we find a point P on L1 and a point R on L3 so that P, Q, R are collinear? And here total 4 options given: A, B, C, D. And this is JEE advanced question. So maybe 2 option correct, maybe 3, or maybe 4 option correct. Okay. So here actually question asking for which point Q on L2. Okay, so here P is a point on L1. So P is a point on L1. So what is the coordinate of P? Because P is any point on the line L1. So any arbitrary point on the line L1 look like this format, means lambda I, means lambda here. So J component 0, K component 0. Okay, and R is a point on L3. That means R point lies on the line L3. So what is the coordinate of the R? So R is 1, J component 1 and K component 3. And Q is a point on L2. So L2 point is this. Here I component 0, J component mu and K component 1. Okay. So here these 3 point question says that these 3 points are collinear. So collinear means these 3 points lie on a same straight line. That means suppose this is a straight line. So on this straight line 3 point lies on a same straight line. Suppose this point is P, Q and R. So these 3 points are collinear means these 3 points lie on a same line. So that means PQ is parallel to QR is parallel to PR. Okay, so that means 3 points are collinear, means 3 points lies on the same line, and this implies that both here the 3 vectors are parallel to each other. Now here we actually use PQ is parallel to PR. If we use the QR is parallel to PR, so this is also okay. If you use PQ is parallel to QR, this is also okay. Okay, here I actually first find the PQ vector. So what is the PQ vector? PQ means OQ minus OP. That means Q minus P. So Q is here, P is here. So Q minus P. So 0 minus lambda means minus lambda, mu minus 0, that means mu, and 1 minus 0, that means 1. This is the PQ vector. Now find PR vector. What is the PR vector? PR means R minus P. So R minus P. So that means 1 minus lambda. Here 1 minus 0 means 1 and V minus 0 means V. Okay. So PQ and PR, these 2 vectors are parallel. So parallel means the ratio are also same. That means minus lambda divided by 1 minus lambda equal to mu divided by 1 equal to 1 by V. Since these vectors are parallel, because here PQ and PR, these vectors are parallel, so that means they are the corresponding vector are equal, means the corresponding ratio are equal. But here question says that the okay, so PQR are so here the collinear, so that means this property must be satisfied. But here question asking for which point Q, question asking the which point Q on L2. Here all option A, B, C, D, here all option, if you check, all option lies on the line L2. Because L2 point means, because any arbitrary point on L2 is Q, and Q coordinate is 0, mu, 1. So here all the option here I component is 0, and here the K component is 1, and J component here mu, but here vary, minus half, here 0, here 1, and here half. So that means here the the J component vary. Now we only focus for which values of mu this relation satisfy. Okay, because here K and I are same, because here k value is exact 1 and I value is 0. So here only change the value of mu. Now we only focus for which values of mu this relation satisfy. But here actually total 3 variable. So we can okay na. So here actually 3 variable and 2 equation. We cannot solve. So then what to do? Then actually use the hit and trial method. Then actually hit and trial method. Hit and trial method means suppose option A is true. So option A implies that k minus half j. Suppose this vector is on the q point. Question asks is the q is the point on L2. Suppose this q point is this. So what is the coordinate? 0, comma, what is the coordinate format? Minus half, comma 1. So here actually if you write the point format, here the L point, the what is the point format? 0, comma, mu, comma 1. So here actually mu value is what? Mu value is minus half. So mu value is equal to minus half. So if we put mu is equal to minus half, this equation satisfy or not? If we put lambda is equal to minus half, v is equal to, we get minus 2. And here question says that v belongs to R. So satisfy. And if we put mu is equal to minus half, here we also get a real values of lambda. That means no issue. If we put lambda is equal to minus half, then lambda and v are defined. So that means this case possible. Question asking the what are the find which point can. Question asking the can we find. So that means mu is equal to minus half possible. So that means option A is true. Now come back the second option. Suppose option B is true. Suppose option B is true. So option B is true means suppose the q point is k. So what is the coordinate format? 0, 0, 1. So here the any arbitrary point q look like 0, mu, 1. So here mu value is 0. So if mu value equal to 0, then this relation satisfy or not? If we put mu is equal to 0, then v is equal to infinity, means undefined. So that means if we put mu is equal to 0, this relation not satisfy. So that means option B is false. Okay. Now check option C. Option C is k plus j. So that means q vector means q in the coordinate point is 0, 1, 1. So that means what is the value of mu? Mu value is this 1. So if we put mu is equal to 1, this relation satisfy or not? If we put mu is equal to 1, so v is equal to 1, no issue. But if we put mu is equal to 1 here, then what I get? Minus lambda by 1 minus lambda is equal to 1. If we cross multiply, minus lambda cancel, we get 1 is equal to 0. We get 1 is equal to 0. So here we get a contradiction. That means mu is equal to 1. This is not true. So that means option C is also false. Now check option D. Option D, this option is true or not. Suppose the q vector is equal to k plus half j. That means in point format 0, half, 1. So any arbitrary point on q look like 0, mu, 1. So what is the value of mu? Mu is equal to half. If we put mu is equal to half, this relation satisfy or not? Obviously satisfy, because we get v is equal to 2, means a real number. And if we put mu is equal to 1 by 2, then we get a real value of lambda, and here lambda is equal to also real number. So that means for mu is equal to half, v and lambda are defined. That means option D is also true. But maximum student asks, sir, P, Q, R are collinear. So that means they are. So that means we make a triangle whose vertices are P, Q, R and whose area is equal to 0. Or maximum student use the determinant value is equal to 0, or any student asks the scalar triple product equal to 0. But in JEE main and advanced question not use this property. When any question asks the collinear, maximum time you use this parallel property. When we use the parallel property, then we get the quick solution. If we use the determinant format, then this question is very difficult. Okay. So when any question asks about the collinearity, then you remember we actually use this parallel vector concept. Okay. Thank you.